So, what is the best font for writing a novel? The answer might surprise you. It's Comic Sans. If you're struggling to write your first novel, the best font you can use is Comic Sans. This is not a joke. I am about to unravel the mysteries of the universe to you, and all I need is one ugly font, the Charmander Evolutionary line, and J.R.R. Tolkien's crappy first draft. Check this out. We're lucky to live in the future. Writing a novel is easier than ever. You could even type a novel in your smartphone. That being said, there's drawbacks. Problem with text editors is that they display text as though it were printed on paper. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You sit down to write, you get a couple sentences out, you read them over, and you hate them. You look at them and think, this looks nothing like the books I love. Am I just a bad writer? You're not bad. You are silly. There is a famous quote, "The first draft of everything is I think Abraham Lincoln said it. And isn't it true? The first draft of your book is not going to look like a published novel. How could it? It's not even the same organism. In order to better explain this, I have prepared a presentation. This is your first draft. He doesn't even look finished. He's a cute son of a gun, but look at him. You know what that goofy face says? It says,
I'm a baby.
because that's what your first draft is. A baby. Now look at this revised draft. Look at how much more detailed it is. Look at the confidence on this fella. They look like they could eat your first draft for breakfast. You thought that was scary? Now look at this final draft. Oh my god, look at this massive unit. Look at that confidence. Look at that sheer power. You would think this guy popped out of the egg looking this awesome. But that's the thing. It didn't. That final draft was, once upon a time, a goofy-looking first draft. Your goofy-looking first drafts can one day look this awesome. But the only way you'll get there is by finishing that first draft. Oh, here we go. There's a member of the audience going all...
Actually, good writers don't need to revise their novels.
Yeah, right, like you would know. All writers revise. Nobody pops out of the egg writing like Neil Gaiman. Not even Neil Gaiman popped out of the egg writing like Neil Gaiman. You want another example? Here you go. This is the first page of the first draft of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. There's a lot to love, but my favorite bit is how J.R.R. Tolkien, the father of high fantasy, not only messed up the first line, he messed up the second word, and then messed it up again trying to rewrite it. You're not fooling anyone, Johnny. We can all see you started writing an M and then tried to save it. Hashtag Milbo Baggins. Where was I? Oh yeah, fonts! Why is Comic Sans the best font to write your novel? Well, Comic Sans is downright ugly. Not as ugly as Impact. And before you even ask, trust me, you know Impact. The thing is, writing in an ugly font helps you remember that what you're writing isn't a final draft. It doesn't have to look like a finished book, because it isn't. It's the first draft, baby. Every book has to start somewhere. It's okay for it to be a little goofy looking. You can't have your story looking like this, unless you start out like this. Got it? Good. Now go get some writing done.